So only the truly knowledgeable will answer this question correctly, and that is, why does Rigger hate Vegeta? Those who know, those who remember the old story, well, it's very similar, but put it down in the comment section below right away and inform everybody else who may not know and see if you are correct, because chapter 4 answers these questions.
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
So before I begin, I want to give two huge shout outs to two of my closest friends on here, and one of them is Goji Ball. Goji Ball is going to be the artist that is creating my personal manga, Dragon Ball Reset, and he has come out with a teaser that I put on the community tab, but I hadn't put in any videos. So if you guys don't know anything about Dragon Ball Reset, it is a fan manga that we are working on, and it's going to be something extremely interesting, very unique, and a story that is going to be told after Dragon Ball Super, after the ending of Dragon Ball Super. So almost a continuation of what Dragon Ball Super is. Now, Goji created this teaser of Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku and a teen walking through a desert, and this image is all you need to know right now of what the plot for Dragon Ball Reset is. Chapter 1 is still in production and hopefully will be done soon, but for those of you guys who are interested, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get all notifications. That way you guys know of any Dragon Ball Reset news once the actual manga chapter drops. The next shout out that I have is, of course, for Cade, Six Pocket Studios. He created a manga panel for my outro. Now, I was very proud of the way the animation came out that Devil Artemis worked on for the outro, the new outro for the channel, and so seeing it in manga form by Six Pocket Studios is awesome. And he is actually creating his own Dragon Ball fan manga called Dragon Ball 10K, which will have to do with Dragon Ball meets Ben 10. So for those of you guys interested, make sure you drop him a follow. I'm gonna have a link to both of these artists' Twitter pages in the description below. Go ahead, click the link and give them some love. I feel as the manga chapters keep coming, the art gets better and better, and the story just gets more intricate and more realized. We are now in chapter 4 of Dragon Ball New Age, and we finally get to the reason that Rigger hates Vegeta, the whole reason he traveled to Earth to face him and utterly destroy him. And at first we thought it was because Vegeta humiliated him in front of their squad of soldiers, but that is not 100% the case. There is an even bigger reason that Rigger hates Vegeta, and that has to do with what happened as Rigger and Sapari were kicked off to exile. And we cut to a flashback of the two heading toward planting Vegeta. They stop somewhere along the way to say hi to Rigger's mother's friend, and we don't get an answer to who this friend is, but obviously this wholesome art can tell you that this is Gine. Once they head back to planet Vegeta, Rigger realizes that something is incredibly wrong, and he is right, because as soon as they land, they get attacked by an unknown Saiyan warrior, and Rigger is unable to fight him off, and this Saiyan warrior ends up slapping around Sapari, which triggers Rigger's abilities, and Rigger blacks out, killing this unknown soldier. As Rigger comes to, his mother bursts into the room. She's all bloodied, completely wounded, and she tells them that they had been betrayed by the Saiyans. Her squad actually turned on her and attacked her, claiming that she is a traitor to the Saiyan King. She ends up throwing Rigger and Sapari into escape pods that she had at her house, and right as she is about to eject them off into space, she presses the button and boom, gets shot right through the heart. Now, I gotta tell you guys, I've seen a lot of manga panels that showcase people getting shot through the heart, either through Dragon Ball or other anime, and this one is especially gruesome because the look of Rigger's mom's face shows that the life has faded away from her eyes, and she was instantaneously killed by none other than, of course, those of you guys who are cultured and remember the Dragon Ball New Age original story know that she was killed by Vegeta. So we get Kid Vegeta here, and I think that this is not just Kid Vegeta, but this is more like a preteen Vegeta. And I think it's really strange that Vegeta as an adult does not remember this at all, but it seems like he probably blocked out a lot of those early memories of him annihilating people and killing people for some reason or other, maybe because he was just a child, I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like he is the culprit to the murder of Rigger's mom. So here we get to my favorite panel in the entire chapter, and that is Rigger losing his shit. So he's talking about this story, recalling it to Vegeta. He finally gets to say it face to face to Vegeta, the tormentor that has been haunting his nightmares for years, and he completely loses it. His eyes begin to turn black, and black energy protrudes and shoots out of his body, wrapping him in this sort of evil-like aura. Now, why is this my favorite panel? Well, I just gotta say, this is the reason that is my favorite panel. Look at Rigger's eyes. You can see the evil intent, the demonizing of his ki, all going into his mind and changing him into something that obviously Sipari does not want him to change to, because she runs to his rescue to try to stop him, and we get a very Black Widow / Hulk moment where she is really the only one that can pop him out of this state and get him back to normal. Now here is where the hype begins. We have Trunks, Goten, and Piccolo, 3 of the legendary heroes of planet Earth, the Z Fighters. They all stop whatever it is they're doing. They're basically all busy. You have Trunks and Goten on dates, and then Piccolo's doing what he does on Kami's lookout, and they stop whatever they're doing and they head straight to Vegeta because they realize that Vegeta is in some deep shit. Even Goku, who's training off planet, gets a phone call because Vegeta definitely needs his help on this one. But we don't see Goku in this chapter. He probably will be in chapter 5. I do like that they ended up calling him because he is the one that can come and probably deal with Rigger himself. And not to exclude her, but Pan also feels the key and she wants to help, but realizes that she isn't powerful enough to take on this guy and doesn't want to get into the way. We have Rigger just beating the tar out of Vegeta. Vegeta obviously doing the thing that Vegeta does best, and that is get beaten up until somebody else has to save him, no hate. And right before Rigger is about to deal the finishing blow, a huge blast comes out of nowhere, hits him in the back, and we have Piccolo on the scene, begrudgingly able to help Vegeta. And this is where we get to my second favorite panel, and that is the entire squad posting up around Vegeta. They are going to do all they can to help the Prince of All Saiyans, showing that, yeah, he's changed a lot. Now he actually needs the help of other warriors, and he accepts it. So Rigger gives them a very reasonable request. He tells them that this is only between him and Vegeta. This is a blood feud, and if they get in the way, he will go through them to get to Vegeta, and of course they're not going to move. They're going to stay right where they are. Vegeta tells them if they can buy him just a couple of minutes of his time, that way Vegeta can pull his ace in the hole and take out Rigger once and for all. So who exactly knows what this ace in the hole is? It could be a brand new attack, it could be Super Saiyan 5, I'm not exactly sure. I think this is as far as I got of Dragon Ball New Age, the original incarnation. You can even check the channel when I was actually reviewing it. This is as far as I got. I didn't get much further than this, so I cannot wait to see exactly what happens next. This is going to be a mystery for me, as it is for a lot of you guys, but don't spoil anything in the comment section below without putting a spoiler warning to it. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.